Good morning po. Welcome po sa DPWH Sorsogon 2nd, Payawin Gubat Sorsogon. Today is March 4, 2026, scheduled for this opening bids. Is for the contracts 25 FL 0132, repair, rehabilitation of classroom at Gubat National High School, Gubat Sorsogon, and Gabao Elementary School, Irosin Sorsogon, Cluster 2, Gubat, and Irosin Sorsogon. 25 FL 0133, construction of multipurpose building, Sorsogon State University-Bulan campus, Bulan Sorsogon, and RFQ 2026-02009, supply delivery of spare parts for service vehicle with DPWH number H1 plus 5043. Present here today for today's opening bids are the following. Levy D. Pura Jr. Back Chairman.
Present.
Erwin S. Ensenares Back Member.
Present.
David B. Aguila Back Vice Chairman. Present. Joanna C. Calagos Back Member.
Present.
Chloe F. Valeros Back Member.
Present.
Jessa Lucar Admin TWG Head.
Present.
Nathaniel B. Alegre Back Secretariat. Ariel B. Pacho Back Secretariat. Rubian Pia Back Secretariat. Maricel Isico Back Secretariat. Pedro D. Pinabaro Back Secretariat. Ian E. Albay IT.
Present.
Rebecca H. Elvino Back Secretariat. Rebecca D. Nabalat Back Secretariat. Mr. Chair, for today's opening bids, meron na po tayong quorum.
Since the quorum was declared, this bid opening is now called to order.
Para simple. RFQ mo, ayan. Mr. Chair, unahin po natin ang RFQ. RFQ 2026-02009, supply and delivery of spare parts for your service vehicle with DPWH number H1503. For this contract po, we have an approved budget for the contract of 59,000 pesos only, 59,500 pesos only, with a contract duration of 30 calendar days. Mr. Chair, for this contract, nakareceive po tayo ng isang bid lang po. Ipakin yung bid. Ano ko sa box na ito sa upload. RFQ. The 2E Auto Parts Supply. Bonifacio Street, Manok, Gubat, Sorsogon. TIN Certificate of Registration. Mayor's Permit, Gubat, Sorsogon. 2E Auto Parts Supply. 2E Auto Parts Supply. Valid until December 31, 2026. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and notarized. DTI. Tax clearance valid until August 22, 2026. Ginawa ni Tui. Oh. 57,763.50.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, proceed na po tayo sa ating next contract. 25 FL 132, repair, rehabilitation of classrooms. at Gubat National High School, Gubat, Sorsogon, and Gabao Elementary School, Irosin, Sorsogon, Class Third 2. Location, Gubat, Sorsogon, and Irosin, Sorsogon. And approved budget for the contract of 35,088,018 pesos and 11 centavos only, with a contract duration of 234 calendar days. Mr. Chair, for this contract po, we received 3 bids manually and wala pong nag-submit through our electronic submission of bids. May I request the Back Secretariat to please retrieve the bids from the bid box. Mr. Chair, ito po ang kanilang bids, properly labeled, sealed, and signed. Prior po sa submission of bids, check na po ng Back Secretariat with properly labeled, sealed, and signed ang kanilang docs. May request the Back Secretariat to please open the bids. While they're opening the bids, I will read out the names of the contractors who submitted their bids for 25L0132. First, we have Chirel Construction and Supply, Naga City, LNR Construction, Legazpi City, Aladrax Construction and Supply, DPWH Sorsogon. So, yan lang po ang ating 3 bidders for 25L0132. Chair, proceed na po tayo sa opening ng eligibility and technical documents. While we're opening the technical documents, eligibility and technical documents, we request the Back Secretariat to please simultaneously process their eligibility through our civil work application. First bidder, LNR Construction. Washington Drive, Legazpi City. Project Certificate of Registration, valid February 7, 2027. Mayor's Permit, Legazpi City, valid until December 31, 2026. DDI, valid until March 18, 2026. Tax Clearance, valid until January 30, 2027. Project Certificate of Registration, pickup license. ISO certificate, valid until December 27, 2027. Sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership, signed and notarized. List of ongoing government and private construction contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, signed with attached proof, award, contract, notice to proceed, status report of projects, notice award, proof, statement showing the bidder's single largest completed contract which is similar in nature. Repair of port facilities for damage caused by Typhoon Yolanda, Port of Tacloban, Tacloban City. Construction of concrete road, Tinalibian. Building with a contract amount of 23,338,595 And contract amount, ito. Contract ito. Siguro nag-variation. So, naging 25,657,899.23. Completed December 31, 2014. Attached proof, notice of award, contract agreement, notice to proceed, certificate of completion. NFCC with an NFCC of 1,046,169,024.62. Annual income tax return filed February 26, 2025. Filed through the electronic filing system. Audited financial statements received March 19, 2025. Bid securing declaration signed and notarized. Organizational chart for the contract signed. Statement of availability of key personnel signed and notarized. List of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data signed. Supported by key personnel's affidavit of commitment to work on the contract. Since this is a building project, it is required that it must be implemented by an accredited project engineer. The nominated accredited project engineer is Jamel Pope Laudit. Will attach list of passers of examination for contractors consultancy. Their nominated accredited materials engineer is John Ali G. Pabor, Materials Engineer 1. List of contractors major construction and laboratory equipment needs to be assigned to the contract. Signed with attached proof of ownership. List of contractors laboratory equipment needs to be assigned to the contract. Signed with attached proof of ownership. Omnibus sworn statement. Signed and notarized with bulletins. Construction safety and health program. Signed. Next. Aladrax Construction and Supply. Bid securing declaration. Signed and notarized. Field job certificate of registration valid until November 10, 2026. Request this. Kasama yung field jobs. Pickup license. Organizational chart for the contract. List of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract, signed. With attached statement of availability of key personnel, signed, and key personnel's affidavit of commitment to work on the contract. Their nominated accredited project engineer is Jonathan D. San Juan. Tax Department Order na 128/2024. The nominated accredited materials engineer is Vince Reyes E. Dadang. Materials Engineer 1. List of contractors major construction and laboratory equipment needs to be assigned to the contract. Signed. With attached proof of ownership of equipment. Sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership. Signed and notarized. ISO certificate valid until June 27, 2028. List of contractors, major construction, and laboratory equipment units to be assigned to the contract. Signed. With attached proof of ownership of equipment. Integrity pledge, signed and notarized. Compliance with the online, signed and notarized. Affidavit of site inspection, signed and notarized. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and notarized. List of all ongoing government and private construction contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. Signed. With attached proof of ownership, notice of award, notice to proceed, contract agreement, notice of award, notice to proceed, statement of single largest completed contract which is similar to the contract commercial construction and repair of Bulan Public Market, Bulan Sorsogon. DPWH Sorsogon second DO, bidding with the contract amount of 28,511,998 pesos and 85 centavos. Completed September 16, 2020. With attached proof, notice of award, notice to proceed, certificate of completion and final completion inspection report, certificate of acceptance and turnover, NFCC with an NFCC of 2,833,293,532 pesos and 19 centavos. Bid bulletin. Next. Cherel Construction and Supply. Bid securing declaration, signed and notarized. Organizational chart for the contract, signed. List of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data, signed. Supported by key personnel's affidavit of commitment to work on the contract, signed and notarized. The nominated accredited project engineer is Gioco Serrano Araya. PO 61-2025. Araya, Gioco, yes. The nominated accredited materials engineer is Reynald Luis C. de la Cruz. Materials engineer 1. List of contractors major construction equipment units to be assigned to the contract. Signed. List of contractors minimum material testing equipment units to be assigned to the contract. Supported by certificate of availability. Signed. And attached proof of ownership of equipment. Sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership, signed and notarized. Affidavit of disclosure of no relation, signed and notarized. ISO certificate of registration, valid until July 13, 2028. Compliance with the online, signed and notarized. Certificate shown of availability of minimum material testing equipment, signed and notarized. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and notarized. Integrity pledge, signed. List of all ongoing government and private construction contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, signed. With attached proof, notice of award, notice to proceed. Statement of single largest completed contract. Siya dito. DPWH Sorsogon First District Engineering Office, Kinlaon, Sorsogon City. 21 at 7. Cluster 8, Local Infrastructure Program Buildings and other structures. Rehabilitation of multipurpose building, rural health unit, Magallanes, Bunsol, and Sorsogon City. With a contract amount of 29,597,242 pesos and 24 centavos only. Proof, notice to proceed, award, contract agreement, inspection, final completion inspection report, certificate of completion, certificate of turnover and completion, certificate of acceptance. NFCC, with an NFCC of 1,431,397,562.49. Certificate of completion. Verify naman. Mr. Chair, I have here with me the results of the eligibility process for civil work application. And upon careful evaluation, Mr. Chair, it was found that LNR Construction has no work experience. However, Mr. Chair, may nakatouch po siya yan. Mr. Chair, I move to verify if the attached documents are sufficient to be declared to be used as SNCC. Repair of facilities for damage caused by typhoon in the port of Tacloban, City. And attach the notice of award. 23 million. 22. Ano ba for 10 years? At least 10 years. At least 10 years dapat. Ay, hindi mo dapat magiging kung resolution na kalit ng 10 years. Yung effect record. Notice of award. It completed December 31, 2014. Contract agreement. Notice to proceed. Certificate of completion. Certificate of acceptance. Acceptance niya kasi sa wrong page, certificate of completion, tapos may certificate of acceptance. Sa wrong page. Port manager, Dominador, di kaya. February 5, 2025. 2015. Bukas pala sa 10 years.
Within a period of 10 years sa RA 9184, nabasa ko naman, pero ano, GPPB non-policy matter, 2011 pa rin. RA 9184 policy code must have an experience of having completed within a period of 10 years from date of submission and receipt of bids. Pero, verify ka sa RA 107. Sa SL SLCC within 10
Nakaano
years,
lang
diba?
sa item 12 ng bid
Pag
ops.
009, 10 years din.
Check na po.
DBS. SLCC within 10 years. Dapat.
Si Bids pa rin. Si Bids pa rin.
Hindi, pwede itong individual resolution, pwede sa principle namin. So, yung natin mo. In our ito, singular is completed program is not already out of my fix of 10 years. Hindi ako sa bidok stock. Sabi. And still use 10 years. RA 9184, fixed 10 years. RA 12009 is big documents. Depends on the documents.
So, instruction to papers section 12.
Sa ating po mga viewers, please bear with us po. May binibera-verify lang po kami.
Video, may nagarinig na po rin.
Apat na yun sa lima. Sa iba ko.
Siya si Bob Wayne.
Si Badet.
Mura siya nakapagpapagpapag sa gusto ng This 5 years na po
Sa Boots.
Sa bidok stock. Sa bidok stock.
Sa bidok, wala na po siya sa Philippine. Pero sa bidok, convicts, wala na siya.
Oh, parang sa goods lang.
Sa goods lang.
Okay.
Sorry na no report. Sa bidok, sabi ni GPT.
At least lang pa naman.
In RA 1200, not fixed, depend on bidding documents. So under 1200, the answer, not automatically 10 years anymore. Check the bidding documents. Eligibility. That's about it.
Singular discontinued genuine record bills have completed the seasonal process in the last 5 years. Article 7. And years po tayo.
Specific po yan sa bid documents.
May provision niya sa 807.
Pero, under Irosin, kapag sa info, Asya, kapag sa info, wala naman. That is similar to the procurement committee and has will be adjusted to the current annual
For instance, using the PSA function of price basis must be at least 50% for the ABC. Provided that in the increase for the 50% can be subject to the recommendation of the secretary which shall be submitted to specify. As essentially whatever and unnecessary significant information.
50%.
Here, the validity during postcard and sasabihin sa ano, sasabihin sa mapaanak naman. Oo, maaman din sa 54.
Para mathematics. So, pwede talaga yun.
Masarap na lang, sabihin mo na.
Sarap lang. Sarap lang.
Kasi ang six months na ipa-unlock naman.
Matisting ka.
Nakapaan na tayo, kung natanggap ko din.
Oo.
Kasi CWA tayo na.
Mapalagay.
Maski
Magkano dito sa ano, sa sinabit na ito.
Tapos,
kung hindi na siya
Pero, i-open pa ang
sa
open pa ang gihapon ang ano nila.
financial.
Pero, ano ka dito na
May 10 years old.
Unless, so, ang shorter period.
Sagod siya.
Gusto.
Oh, sige, Parang ko sa inyo, ang araw ko may department order pakita na inalit pa yan na 10 years na yan sa mga.
Kasi nakabangit lang talaga, naalala ko goods talaga.
Goods talaga.
Kasi na, pag sa kung karang years, ibang
Oo. Gano'n na.
Bigla talaga
Pero
niya,
niya, 10 years na.
Kailangan na siya kaano sa CWA ng fitness.
Pwede dahil nakaregister pa yung project na nasa CWA.
Wala man sin ano, years complete na naman na complete.
Mr. Chair, ano na lang,
Oo.
i-declare ka, tapos ipapaalak mong ilalagay pa
Napaalak man yan.
sa CWA. Tapos kung magluwas siya na ineligible, mag-ilalagay siya, date ay sabay so big niya, doon sa price na WHO. So, okay. Hindi na lang. Mr. Chair, since LNR Construction has submitted similar discompleted contract which match the requirement that the project must single contract at least 50% of the contract to be bid and has provided sufficient proof, certificate of completion, certificate of acceptance. 1 year na yun eh. After 1 year, Mr. Chair, I move to declare LNR Construction eligible po. Proceed na po tayo, Mr. Chair, sa appeal na. However ako.
Okay, proceed to opening of your financial proposal.
Na-discuss din natin sa pero Department Order 164 2025. sabay din po. Department. Financial proposal, LNR Construction, Legazpi City. Bid form, summary with prices, bill of quantities, detailed estimate, summary unit prices, cash flow with amount, 34,287,544 pesos and 62 centavos only. Wala pong discount na ako. Next, Aladrax Construction and Supply. Bid form, summary of prices, bill of quantities, detailed estimate, summary of unit prices, cash flow with amount, 34,217,835 pesos and 26 centavos only. Next, Chirel Construction and Supply. Bid form, bill of quantities, summary with prices, detailed estimate, summary with prices, cash flow with amount, 34,561,383 pesos and 84 centavos only. Wala pong discount na ako. Next contract. Mr. Chair, proceed po tayo sa ating next contract. 25FL 10133. Construction of multipurpose building, Sorsogon State University-Bulan Campus, Bulan, Sorsogon. With an approved budget for the contract of 99 million pesos only, with a contract duration of 238 calendar days. Mr. Chair, for this contract po, this office received one bid from Porlieros, Botox Builders and Design. May request sa back secretariat to please receive the bid from the class. Sales and goods. Segments. Segments. Central. Kaya ang sabi. Ang firm na kayo, yung fully supporting the minister of work.
Pero nakabanggit siya supported by
Mr. Chair, ito po ang mga bids properly labeled, sealed, and signed. May request ng back secretariat to please open the bids po. Polieros, Botox, Builders and Design. Design. Mr. Chair, proceed na po tayo sa opening ng eligibility and technical documents. While we're opening the technical documents, my request the back secretariat to please simultaneously process their eligibility through our civil work application. Bid securing declaration, signed and notarized. Field job certificate of registration, valid until October 12, 2026. Pickup license and registration. Statement of single largest completed contract which is similar in nature. Meron naka-attach notice of award, contract agreement, ay basahan ko yung single largest completed contract yan. DPWH First District Engineering Office, construction of 2-story 12 classroom building in Casiguran Central School, Casiguran, Sorsogon, with a contract amount of 63,281,899 pesos and 43 centavos only. Completed June 30, 2025. With attached notice of award, contract agreement, notice to proceed, certificate of completion, certificate of acceptance, dated completion and saro. List of ongoing private contracts including contracts awarded but not yet started, signed. NFCC with an FCC of 2,022,096,646. Organizational chart for the contract. Statement of availability of key personnel. List of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data, signed. With certificate of key personnel's employment, signed and notarized. Their nominated accredited materials engineer, project engineer. Neil David D. Fulleros, D09-2024. Project engineer. The nominated materials engineer is Vablin A. Bo, materials engineer 1. List of contractors with construction and laboratory equipment will be assigned to the contract, signed. With attached statement of availability of equipment, signed and notarized, and proof of ownership of equipment. List of contractors minimum material testing equipment will be assigned to the contract, signed with attached proof of ownership. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and notarized. Affidavit of site inspection. Omnibus sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership, signed and notarized. Negative pledge, DPWH. Going. List of ongoing government contracts, agreed contracts awarded but not yet started, signed. may tika ba siya? Small decision. Road, irrigation, building, engineering.
Medyo A.
Mr. Chair, I have reviewed the results of eligibility process to our civil application. Upon careful evaluation, Mr. Chair, it was found that Polieros Botoc Builders and Design has insufficient, no single largest completed contract to the contract we bid, and has failed the NFCC, no financial statement, 2024 financial statement, 2023. Okay, pag-unang ako. Okay. Sa ano? May competition na kayo ng FCC. Hindi ba? Oo, wala siyang audited financial statement kasi lumabas sa central office. Rafael lang. Oo. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. Pag dineclare talaga siya eligible, ang laki, di ba? Pero pag masubmit makita kidokumento na para unlock, wala mo na makatouch. Kasi kung ano kanina, financial statement, dapat nakatouch siya. Takot din nakatouch, ano yan, pin notification yan. So, hindi nakaano yan. Kung muli man sa work experience, may nakatouch. So, hindi lang nakaregister sa CWA. Pero sa NFCC mo, hindi kita makapal na kami. O kita ang laki. Hindi siguro na SLCC, makapal na kita kahit kami nakatouch. Pero hindi yung NFCC, wala ang nakatouch. Hindi pa naman na. Iba po. Yun ang ako tayo. Pag pinatry ka,
kasi ang audited financial ang nakabutang hindi kasi ang remarks kasi niya dito sa CWA, ang audited financial, no audited financial statement. So, ang muli na, dapat mo kami. Dapat, lagi siya.
tapos ang computation ay video na wala talaga siya wala siya so pati sa alam niya wala nga going talaga wala mo talaga siya going na tanda ko hindi pa pinipagpapalisi ko siya Mr. Chair, upon deliberation po, In the case of single largest completed contract, may naka-attach po siya, Mr. Chair, na proof na naka-finish na siya, na at least 50% of the contract will bid. Naka-attach din po certificate of final acceptance. Pwede po natin ito ipa-process sa CWA for unlocking. In the case naman po, Mr. Chair, ng NFCC, although may naka-attach po siya na computation ng NFCC, ang remark naman po dito, Mr. Chair, is no 2024 financial statement. Ibig sabihin po, Mr. Chair, hindi pa po siya nakapa-update ng kanyang financial statement sa CWA. In order naman po, sir, as per DO 164 of series of 2025, if mag-unlock po tayo, Mr. Chair, ng eligibility result, kailangan po, Mr. Chair, naka-attach po yung proof na na-comply na yung requirement dito sa sa result natin. In this case, Mr. Chair, meron lang po siyang computation na NFCC, pero wala pong naka-attach na audited financial statement. So, wala kang sabihin po. Then, unlock. Meron na po ito na rin. May requirement. Requirement din, Mr. Chair. Kung mag-provide man po siya kay additional na financial statement, Mr. Chair, it would fall in under bid modification po. Mag-improve po siya ng bid niya. So, Mr. Chair, I move to declare po Botox Polieros design ineligible po dahil insufficient NFCC. Sa NFCC, no financial statement para sa NFCC. Kata siya ng NFCC. Kompleto. Pero, pag ano naman sa pag CWA, hindi ko makapala. Remember po natin na, ang manual evaluation po, mag-prevail pa rin po yung CWA result na generated yung So, Mr. Chair, yun po ang motion po.
There's a motion to declare Botox Polieros eligible. Is there any objection? So the motion is granted. So, failed bidding. So since wala naman kung isa lang yung bid. Okay, reminders. All submitted documents will undergo bid evaluation. The whole reserves the right to reject any and all bids. Declare a failure of bidding and not award the funds and regulations under Section 70 in the implementing rules and regulations of the Republic Act 12009 or the New Government Procurement Act. For compliance under Section 61, implementing rules and regulations of the Republic Act 12009, members of the back, staff, and personnel, Secretariat, and TWG, as well as observers, are prohibited from making or accepting any communication with any bidder regarding the evaluation of their bids until the issuance of the notice of award. However, the back Secretariat may ask the bidder in writing for clarification of his bid. All responses to requests for clarification shall be in writing. Since we have no more matters to